Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for May 28th, read by Scott B. from Detroit, Michigan, USA. AA Thoughts for the Day. Fact. The great fact is just this and nothing less, that we have had a deep and effective spiritual experience which have revolutionized our whole attitude toward life, toward our fellows, and towards God's universe. The central fact of our lives today is absolutely certainty that our Creator has entered our hearts and lives in a way which is indeed miraculous. He has commenced to accomplish those things for us which we could never have done by ourselves. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 25. Thoughts to consider. Patience with others is love. Patience with self is hope. Patience with God is faith. Acronyms. FEAR, F-E-A-R. Failure expected and received. Just for today. Priorities. From He Lived Only to Drink. I was also able to realize that this bonfire of resentment and rage was beckoning me to pick up a drink and plunge me into my death. Then I realized that I had to separate my sobriety from everything else that was going on in my life. No matter what happened or didn't happen, I couldn't drink. In fact, none of these things that I was going through had anything to do with my sobriety. The tides of life flow endlessly for better or worse, both good and bad, and I cannot allow my sobriety to become dependent upon these ups and downs of living. Sobriety must live a life of its own. 4th edition, Alcoholics Anonymous, pages 450 and 451. Daily Reflections, Equal Rights. At one time or another, AA groups go on rule-making benders. After a time, fear and intolerance subside, and we realize we do not wish to deny anyone his chance to recover from alcoholism. We wish to be just as inclusive as we can, never exclusive. AA Traditions, How It Developed, page 10, 11, and 12. AA offered me complete freedom and accepted me into the fellowship for myself. Membership did not depend upon conformity, financial success, or education, and I am grateful for that. I often ask myself if I extend the same equality to others or if I deny them the freedom to be different. Today I try to replace my fear and intolerance with faith, patience, love, and acceptance. I can bring these strengths to my AA group, my home, my office. I make an effort to bring my positive attitude everywhere I go. I have neither the right nor the responsibility to judge others. Depending on my attitude, I can view newcomers to AA, family members, and friends as menaces or as teachers. When I think of some of my past judgments, it is clear how my self-righteousness caused me spiritual harm. Copyright 1990, Alcoholics Anonymous, World Service, Inc. As Bill sees it. More than comfort. When I'm feeling depressed, I repeat to myself statements such as these. Pain is a touchstone of progress. Fear no evil. This too shall pass. This experience can be turned to benefit. These fragments of prayer bring far more than mere comfort. They keep me on the track of right acceptance. They break up my compulsive themes of guilt, depression, rebellion, and pride. And sometimes they endow me with the courage to change the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference. Grapevine, March 1962. The Big Book Quote. Despite all we can say, many who are real alcoholics are not going to believe that they are in this class. By every form of self-deception and self-experimentation, they will try to prove themselves exceptions to the rule, therefore non-alcoholic. If anyone who is showing inability to control his drinking can do the right about face and drink like a gentleman, our hats are off to him. Heaven knows we have tried hard enough and long enough to drink like other people. Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, More About Alcoholism, page 31. 24 hours a day. AA Thought for the Day. In AA, we learn that since we are alcoholics, we can be uniquely useful people. That is, we can help other alcoholics when perhaps somebody who has not had our experience with drinking could not help them. That makes us uniquely useful. The AAs are a unique group of people because they have taken their own greatest defeat and failure and sickness and use it as a means of helping others. We who have been through the same thing are the ones who can best help other alcoholics. Do I believe I can be uniquely useful? Meditation for the day. I should try to practice the presence of God. I can feel that He is with me and near me, protecting and strengthening me always. In spite of every difficulty, every trial, every failure, the presence of God suffices. Just to believe that He is near me brings strength and peace. I should try to live as though God were beside me. I cannot see Him because I was not made with the ability to see Him, else there were no room for faith. But I can feel His Spirit within me. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may try to practice the presence of God. I pray that by doing so, I may never feel alone or helpless again. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota 55012. My name is Scott, and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoy today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc. 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, or 2001.